Hi, ladies and gentlemen. So, if you are in South Africa today, it's Human Rights Day. And on Human Rights Day, we basically, as South Africans, look back to the massacre that happened in Sharpeville as a result of a protest against the apartheid regime in 1960. So, this happened, and today we are celebrating those lives and celebrating the sacrifice that they made for us to be where we are today. I mean, when you look at human rights, you look at our constitution, right, of 1996, and in that constitution you find the Bill of Rights, and those Bill of Rights constitute a multitude of rights: the right to privacy, the right to free expression of thoughts, the right to democracy, which is one of the most important rights, the right to free flow of communication, the right to shelter, the right. Now, a lot of people, when they look back at these rights, they also touch on the responsibilities that we have as citizens, of our country and citizens all over the world to have certain rights that we have right now as we live and breathe, right? So I just wanted to follow a different perspective. During apartheid, I was fairly young because I was born in 1988, right? And at that time, it was sort of dying down a bit. And so I wasn't exposed as much to the apartheid regime. God bless me, and all those that came during our particular time, you know. So, in as much as I never got to experience the pain that our parents and forefathers actually got to experience because of this apartheid regime, I now, in retrospect, look back and see the damage that that particular exposure and experience caused, particularly for this older generation of our parents and forefathers, right? And for me, I have to look back and say, I have to appreciate, the fact that we were born and now live in a society where we have human rights to begin with. The significance, of course, of these human rights is that right now I'm on a platform, hopefully broadcasting across the world, and I'm sharing my thoughts freely with the rest of the world. If it's not across the world, it will get there someday soon. But so long as I am being able to share freely, live where I want to live so long as I can afford it, right? You know, play wherever I want to play so long as it doesn't infringe on the rights of others. I'm able to engage people whenever I want to, and I'm able to engage with whomever I want to so long as they are welcoming to that engagement of being engaged with myself. So those are things that I do not take for granted. But also, I don't take the granted the opportunities that we now have. The opportunities to open businesses that are able to change the employment status quo in our country, the opportunity to play a bigger role in this society rather than being a recipient, a bigger role in the sense that we are contributing to the economy as it operates day by day. We are contributing to people's lives. I mean, we have a number of employees, which I'm proud to have as part of my teams in the various companies. But what makes me proud and what makes me really happy is that I'm giving back. When they say entrepreneurship is one of the biggest forms of giving back and contributing back to society, it is. So long as we are constantly and inherently committed to being entrepreneurs and changing those particular lives by providing value added services and goods, right? So now, just to track back a bit. So there was this apartheid regime time, where you know it's the same things that people in the United States of America, the African Americans who went there as slaves, it's the same things that they experienced a barrage of pain, a barrage of limitations, challenges and obstacles that came in their way. But now we live in a different world. We need to embrace our heritage. We need to be thankful that our heritage was there to begin with for us to appreciate where we are. But the real question is, are we where we want to be? right? Now I'm asking from the facet of an economical standpoint. I'm no historian, no am I social student, of philosophy and so on, and past occurrences. But just from my experience, I know that had things been different for our parents, our counterparts, those that are well off, we'd also be in a much better position. I don't want to downplay how far I've come in life. I'm proud of the accomplishments that I've achieved as Lesego Kgolane. I'm proud of them, right? But we also have to accept that we are when we speak about the starting line, we don't start at the same place. I have mentors whose sons, when they were born, already 10 million US dollars was invested in that child's future. I mean, when my child was born, I didn't have 10 million US dollars to invest. And when you look at the age difference, I mean, by the time they are ready to be independent in this world, one will be light years ahead of the other, and it's all due to the past advantages that they've had. But that doesn't say that we mustn't strive to be better. I speak it every single day. Let's strive to be better. Let's work to be better. Let's not infringe upon the rights of others to be better. Let's instead empower each other. Let's capacitate each other. Let's advocate for change, and let's be the change that we want to be, that we want to see in this world. Just like Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change that you want to see in this world. Don't rely on your circumstances. Don't rely on the environment around you. Don't rely on the people around you. Rely on yourself. Robert Greene with 50 Cent, they say self-reliance is the biggest thing that will change this world. So let's go out there, let's do our best, and let's not infringe on the rights of others. Let's enjoy our human rights that we have in this country. Let's enjoy the rights that others have also in this country, and let's use and utilize those opportunities that we have so as to make this country a better country. So let's just go out there, especially us, the young generation. We have no excuses. We have no excuses. Our circumstances are more than similar. I'm talking about us, particularly as the Black nation. Our circumstances are more than similar. Let's empower ourselves. The right to education is a right that we have. So let's also self-educate ourselves, self-discipline ourselves, so that we can actually prosper and move forward. Come on, guys. I know we can do this. I know we can do this. Human rights, let it stand for something. Let it mean something. Peace out. Peace out. Happy Human Rights Day.